wake up? Don't wake Daddy. Is he gonna wake up? Don't wake Daddy.
The game where you try to sneak into the kitchen.
Before there was a World of Warcraft, before the PlayStation, the Wii, the Xbox, before TiVo had given us the miraculous ability to record endless amounts of mind-numbing, conversation-killing television at whim, and before the iPod and the handheld games had turned us all into self-sustained media zombies, there were the salad days of the board game. While Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis were rapidly gaining in popularity during this point in my life, board games still had an important and special role to play. I can't sum up my childhood without mentioning some of the Parker Brothers classics like Monopoly and Risk, Trivial Pursuit, Aggravation, and the Ouija board. Still, one game from the Parker Brothers immediately springs to my mind simply because of the commercial. Does anybody else remember 1992's Don't Wake Daddy?
Is he gonna wake up? Don't wake Daddy. Is he gonna wake up? Don't wake Daddy.
The game where you try to sneak into the kitchen without waking Daddy. Land on a noise, it could be back to bed for you.
Don't wake Daddy.
From Parker Brothers.
So apparently the object of this game is to sneak from your bedroom to the kitchen and back without waking up Daddy. You move your pieces back and forth, and apparently along the way there are some noisy spaces that will trigger Daddy's psychotic rage. Let's take a look at their fucking house. Why would a family that has a proclivity for midnight snacks and a daddy to whom it is absolutely imperative not be woken up leave toys, balls, and bicycles lying around the dark living room floor? Isn't that kind of inviting disaster? Oh, look at this little bitch. She did that on purpose. It's like she wanted to incur Daddy's wrath. I mean, you're telling me she couldn't move across the living room without knocking over the table and breaking the vase? At this point, Daddy thinks he's getting jacked. Let's all hope Daddy's not a staunch supporter of the Second Amendment. Otherwise, these kids are going to wind up on the 5 o'clock news. That brings me to the game's central character, Daddy. What the hell is Daddy's problem? Why is it so important we not wake him up? I mean, granted, it is terrifying the way he pops out of bed. It still doesn't offer much of an explanation. I mean, look at this guy. Is he fresh from a mental institution? Is he on PCP and crack at the same time? What the hell is going on in this house? This is his response to his young children walking to the kitchen for a cup of juice? Are they afraid of waking up Daddy because of what happened to the unmentioned yet conspicuously absent mommy? This game lends itself to questions about the backstory. Scholastic even wrote a book about it after the game was a bestseller. But when I try to add on to the plot that has been given to me, I come up with some pretty grisly images, and I just choose not to go there. I'm not sure exactly what happens when you wake up Daddy, but if the undertones in this game are any suggestion at all, I don't think I want to know.
Try to sneak into the kitchen without waking Daddy. Land on a noise, it could be back to bed for you.
Don't wake Daddy.
From Parker Brothers.